Fever, away!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CritsCast. My name's Godfather, back casting for the first time in forever. I'm joined by Dave today with Core on production. We're going to watch some Premiership Highlander Season 26, Week 3. It's BUSTANUT versus SDCK. Sounds like we are readying up here for this Week 3 matchup. We're watching SDCK take on BUSTANUT. My name's Godfather, joined by Dave. Core's on production. This will be a fun one to watch for sure. Unfortunately, my HUD is kind of busted, but we're going to cast through it. I can see people's names and health, so that's basically all I need. Yeah, I think Dave might be having some struggles here as we're getting ready. Apologies for not filling in immediately there, but again, working through some HUD issues. But we're going to start out with the side of SDCK on offense. BUSTANUT going to try to defend this. And, you know, first point, always going to be a throwaway. Looking to see if this sniper broken. He's peeking pretty aggressively, looking for an easy opening headshot. So I'm going to watch him as this opens up. Dave, have you gotten back to us here?
Yeah, sorry, apologies, my mumble died very briefly, but we're back now. We're back ready to go. Both these teams ready to go. In fact, we've seen Mezzo actually instantly getting tagged by a little bit of spam, so he's not going to get as much information as he would have wanted. But what we're going to expect to see is a little bit of cart pressure, maybe a few gamers, you know, running down the flank, and Reddy's just trying to get any picks they can. They're not really going to, as you say, hard hold first very much. They're just trying to buy a little bit of time for themselves and get out safely to second most of the time.
Yeah, first definitely a throwaway, as is the case with many payload maps. The heavy taking some space here, but he's going to get gunned down, excuse me. Dicksauce moving back. Broken finding a nice headshot there, taking down the scout. And Varnu's just running around here, taking a lot of damage though. If he gets taken down by the scout, might be an issue, but he'll likely escape. Sentry did go down on offense, but that's nothing to worry about. This card's going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep trying to sort my HUD issues out.
Yeah, they're staying pretty aggressive here, Buster. They don't really want to lose tier. I mean, he does go down on the flank, so no soldier means no sack attempt on the medkit who can get nice and far forward. Means a little bit less pressure on the flank as well if they decide to go through side tunnel. It's only going to be really a heavy they're going to have to deal with. There's going to be no soldier watching that, no soldier option to spam down on the car either, so a little bit of space over them. At the moment, all the pressure is coming through the car. It's a bit of a sack wave coming in towards Auto. Does get the force out. Borden, Alice Key, Jackie Legs, Mezzo all cleaned up, but they got what they wanted. They got the force onto Auto, and now Geddy's going to have 100% running back nice and safe. He's back with Nubby. He's in a position where it's going to be difficult to force him, and they're going to look to take an Uber advantage pretty shortly. Yeah,
coming in with an Uber advantage. Going to be fairly easy to push this as long as nothing goes wrong. They're sending their combo underneath right now. The heavy on the flank with the medic following. There's the Uber popped out early. This medic running away on the red side. He looks like he's going to be able to escape, but the demo now trying to catch them out. And no, the medic's off the cliff. Oh, that's terrible to see for the red team here. But blue not getting too much pressure onto cart, but it is just 3 alive for the side of the red team. They're going to be getting out as best they can. The rest of this shouldn't be too much going. I'm having a fun time here with a dispenser that just floats around the map. My HUD's really having a tough time.
Thankfully, my head is working pretty a-okay. But yeah, nice little push. Busted again, a little bit caught out too many players, I think, trying to defend the cart when they had the disadvantage. Gave up too much of the high ground. Now, SDCK continue pushing it in. Redlegs does get stabbed. Nubby and Jackie Legs both land on the combo, but only get Dick Sauce and Honjo for it. That means there's no energy to build up his gun. It's still at level 1. It's only half health, but they lost so many gamers there on SDCK. They're going to have to back up. They can't even move the cart right now. It's still quite a long way back in tracks. And we can see Yak wanting to set up some sticky traps, wanting to peek forward with Yahoo to just deny cart a little bit longer. And yeah, they're doing a good job, and they've, you know, Auto has built up his Uber just slightly faster than Gedu, so it's going to be basically even Ubers here.
Yeah, cart's about to round the corner. This is always an interesting fight to watch. That sniper, Redlegs, he's got the angle, kind of uncontested. The soldier getting some splash damage in, but has to back away now. The gun is level 2. The Uber out for the blue team, immediately trading back. Will be the red team. Not finding too much. This Power's going to try to rush forward. Can they collapse on the escaping blue combo? And is this a pause?
As we've seen so far, It's just really busted up. They need to keep their combo alive a little bit more. They want to get aggressive as much as possible as the unpause comes in. Aggression coming out from SDCK. Jackie Legs just playing this corner super aggro, but he's not going to win over 1v1 against a heavy in that situation. But a lot of gamers down here for BUSTANUT. They've only got Yak, Honjo, Auto and Broken alive. Not enough combat classes really to contest, and SDCK are just going to bully them completely out of third. They've made really good time, 2 minutes and 13 just for the first 3 points. And they already want to move into last, but nobody's actually just walked into a nice little sticky trap from Yak. Oh, they launched themselves in though, and Jackie Legs, despite not having a demo man to support him, just finds 2 rockets onto Auto, who was kind of unaware, just sat wanting a dispenser to protect him, but the dispenser armor was not there for him. Auto goes down, and now once more SDCK have built themselves up a big 85% Uber advantage. Is going to be 100 before Auto spawns.
Tragically, not quite ready here yet. My game's been annoying, but soon.
Never mind, the Uber is going to come in through main. Quite a lot of players quite far back here for SDCK, not getting as many gamers in the Uber as they would have liked. Nubby wants to just find some position, doesn't find too much, does take the sentry gun out, which is going to allow the rest of his gamers to move over the cart without having to deal with that wrangled sentry gun. Jackie Legs is in again for a sack wave in with Nubby, but too many players bunched up. It's mostly denied. And while some cart pressures come in, they've mostly thrown that Uber in the bin there, not getting too much work done with it whatsoever. Just a little bit too over-eager there, Nubby, I think. And yeah, continuing here, SDCK again pressuring from main, not really putting any pressure in from either outside or from the red room. Jackie Legs and T-Board are now finding some space into the red room area. Some spam coming down onto the BUSTANUT players. Yak actually getting really aggressive and does get picked up by just some long-range spam rockets from Jackie Legs there. Not really being followed up by either his Pyro or his Medic, and really getting pressured out there just for the minute. And, you know, with no demo, that's a lot of cart to know out of the equation. It's going to be a lot of spam out of the equation. Finally, SDCK finding a couple more angles, but when they try to move through the flank here, Vanu is punishing them. He's picked up Redlicks and Jackie Legs and finding a little bit more space on the cart, which is going to slow SDCK just for a minute. They do manage to get the force out of Auto here, and once more SDCK, they have 100% and they have a second opportunity on this Uber advantage push. Uber coming in from Nubby and Ellis in towards the spawn. They get a decent amount of pressure down on the right spawn, but they actually pick up Broken as well. And attempt to repush by Dicksource. No one's looking at Dicksource. The heavy Ellis just can't turn around. Eventually turns around. May is on the car. He's having to duel with a buffed Yak. There's a spy just walking straight out Mezzo as well. Pandemonium on the cart. Yak survives with a sliver of health, but goes down to the Wrangler. And eventually SDCK take the round, as May somehow recycles himself back into the action, reloads back up, walks back in and stands back on the cart. And there we go, ended up with a 6 minutes 25 time. It's pretty fast from SDCK.
I was going to say, I've been watching the stream during my struggles here. That is not the worst time I've ever seen here. 6:25, I believe you just said, is definitely going to be something the BUSTANUT's got to work hard for to try to match that. And now it's a great opportunity for SDCK. I've seen tons of great holds from them, especially on this map. Thinking back a couple of seasons ago, as my files are verified, I'm going to try to get back in here, but I'll let you walk through this next part.
Okay, absolutely no worries. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a chill here, as both teams heavy action on that last point, but we can all calm down a little bit. As we're going to see here, SDCK, they're going to get this opportunity to now defend. They have to defend. That's 6 minutes 25 time, which, as we say, is a pretty good time from the offense point of view. This Vigil map does tend to trend pretty fast depending on that last hold. You tend to get a lot of time, occasionally off second point, but particularly on that last hold. And, you know, that'll be a big thing for BUSTANUT. If they can, you know, get up to the last with a couple of minutes in time and get one really good push, they could win it. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult because, you know, as we say, it's a pretty decent time here.
Learning from our wonderful producer that my casting essentials is out of date, so what I'm going to do, rather than updating that, I'm just going to get rid of all my casting tools. I'll be back in a flash here.
No problem at all. We're seeing decent card type here, mostly from Honjo just sitting on it, not being denied too much. Elix wanted to peek it, wanted to slow down, but they've actually got the Fist of Steel heavy. A lot of spam coming into him by both the Detonator and a Soldier. Jackie Legs committed onto him as well, but the Fist of Steel just allows him to take so much damage on that cart that they're not going to be able to finish up that frag, just going to deny him a little bit. And now the pressure is coming in. Yak going really, really aggressive, does get picked up. Tiram goes down as well. But SDCK, they get the core of their team back onto this second point, back onto this high ground hill position that they want to defend. They didn't deny the cart for too long there, but they have kept all of their important classes alive. So that's mostly job done for them on that first point. At the moment, BUSTANUT just sacking everyone through the car. We see the medic also in tunnel, all the gamers in tunnel, pressuring from the main tracks area to get the force out here. Auto is going to have to run all the way back to his spawn. He must have got force or dropped earlier, I didn't quite catch that. But as we see, they managed to get the force out of Gedu, so Auto's going to have a little bit of an uber advantage here, but SDCK have an opportunity with all the frags they got there to peak aggressive. They're even able to take out Honjo's teleporter, which wasn't in a aggressive position whatsoever. It was kind of reasonably far back, but a really good job there. Mezzo seeing an opportunity for them to pick it up. The moment they're just waiting for Auto to come up to 100%. He's committed to tunnel on only 80%. Could get pressured out here. Mezzo finds a nice little pick onto Vanu, which, you know, a nice little scout pick into tunnel is big, but at the moment they're taking the Uber here through the tracks. They're taking the sentry gun out, push all the SDCK players other than Ellis back into spawn. Ellis is actually kind of stuck in an awkward position, trying to deny cart a little bit, but he's going to be sandwiched by so many BUSTANUT players, and the cart is still just about moving. An attempt at a re-push here. Nubby taking the Uber out. Gedu can't quite find him. Tiram's in behind as well. They found a bunch of frags onto SDCK. And really, SDCK, they just need to back up. There's a bit of a fail Uber there to try and recontest the cart. They're not going to get that second block in whatsoever. And they just need to stabilize here for a minute.
We're so close. I'm so sorry.
Never mind. We're seeing really the first attempt at a flank play here from BUSTANUT. They're putting their gamers into the barbecue area. Now moving back through the tunnel. What do you see, Godfather? Is he back into the game?
I'm seeing the soldier jump forward, trying to get onto the flank, broken, taken down, default HUD cast, engaged, walking around the corner here. The Uber is going to come out onto the demo, Pyro getting flashed, his gun immediately getting gunned down, and back goes the red combo, losing plenty there. The medic, 85%, looking for someone to link up with, but it's not going to be easy here. Can't keep building when you're not connected. The demo going to spawn. Yak looking for a cheeky spawn kill here if you can.
Oh, but May has found the cheeky kill onto Auto in the backlines. Also wasn't sure whether to go forward with his demo man who was ploughing a lone road or to go back to his team. And in the transition of going back to meet the rest of his gamers, May had just sneaked in, kept himself alive throughout the destruction that had been wreaked on the rest of his team and died.
The spy going for the soldier, getting him. That was a cheeky flank play there. Gonna find the pack too. Hate to interrupt, but Sneaky is a bit of a nuisance right now. Varney going down as the red team's distracted, trying to find the spy. Blue walking around the corner. Red down 4, including the NG and the demo. This is going to be tough to continue with the NG here. Honjo is just sitting on the cart, getting a bit of pushing done before backing away. Just the Pyro and the soldier down for the blue team here. They're going to get ready for another push with about 40-50% ad.
Tiram bombed into Gedu and he went down to single-digit healths before he forced out. I don't know whether he quite had the Uber or he got it just about in time. But either way, absolutely playing with fire. But as you say, decent Uber advantage here for Auto. They're trying to move outside at the moment, trying to find an angle for Broken onto either the demo man here, Nubby, Red Elixir, Sniper, or the Engineer Clark. At the moment, he can't find too much Broken, but Auto does come close up to 100%. They've lost Dick Source though before this Uber comes in. I don't even think Yak is really in a position to take this Uber in just yet.
No, they're down a couple, but they're going to pop it anyway. The Pyro trying to make some space. The soldier on the red team getting some spam in, doing his best to slow down this push. The cart not in movement. Here's the spy looking for the medic on the cart. Going to find him. The demo. A big play there by Mezzo to pick up 2, including the med. Save the cart. 1:15 on the clock, counting down. That was just a terrific play by the spy.
Yeah, that was huge for Mezzo. All the rest of the SDCK players were pushed back into spawn. The Uber was out for them, but they were still so far back they weren't going to be able to block the cart with just the Uber. But Mezzo comes in, finds that crucial 2k. And it's the two biggest classes as well, the Demo Man and the Medic, who could have locked down any potential attempt at a repush. But Mezzo finds them out, and now they're not going to be able to cap the cart. And we're down into the last minute of a attempt for BUSTANUT to find this final cart push.
Yeah, 42 seconds on the clock. Ubers are even. It's going to be a flank push. It seems the Soldier taking a little bit more space than the Heavy, who's coming around on that high ground, doing his best, but not really committing. 30 seconds on the clock. The gun is down for the red team. 97%. They have Ubered now. A lot of weaker players, not a lot of overheal spread around. Blue has an opportunity if they can find it, but losing their Pyro, both pick classes and a Soldier, just before Ellis key. Uber is out now for the blue team. Red popping back very close to dying there, Gedu, but he will live. Dixos is down. The Spy on the cart, doing his best to hold it down. It looks like they'll be able to. 5 seconds on the clock. It's now or never, and it seems like it's going to be never.
Yeah, smart play there from SDCK, just taking the Uber trade, not going too aggressive to try and finish the enemy combo up. They just used the chunk of that Uber to block everyone who was trying to push the cart.
It's just so much damage on the other side. Jackie likes 400, Nubby 394, the Heavy 350 almost, and the Spy 331. That's a lot of damage coming out from the red team there. Jackie likes leading the charge. Also picked up 14 kills, but it sounds like we're going to be right back into this. Any last things you see in the logs?
I'd say the big difference of the 6 medic deaths to the 1 medic death probably was impactful. Obviously, also probably 2 or 3 of those were, desperate attempts at that last push, but, Gedu just doing a good job of, even when SDCK were crumbling, he was getting himself out alive, and it meant that it was, forcing another opportunity for BUSTANUT to, try and get a sack play or try and engineer themselves an advantage that Gedu wasn't offering them up freely.
For sure. Looking at these traps getting set up by Nubby. I mean, those are pretty standard traps. Yak knows about them. Shouldn't see anyone die to those, but we're putting them down anyway. First, always a throwaway point, as we've already mentioned, but sometimes I like seeing a bit of a stall. Do you think we might see that here?
We didn't see too much from SDCK on that last defensive round, so I don't think we're going to see too much. Occasionally they might just try and make a plain Mezzo and Jackie Legs. We know how much of an impressive synergy they have. So that might be something. I'm not seeing Jackie Legs. Oh, he is on a baddie, so he's on the conch, so Jackie Legs probably, rather than going for a sack play, wants to just build up a little bit of conch with that timing opportunity. And as you say, the traps won't work. They actually find Varnu.
And I'm going to say that's embarrassing for Varnu. Those traps should have been called and still dying to them, but it won't really be any issue. Sneaky is taken down, but there goes Redlicks. No sniper for the defense. That is free peeking over this hill. That's exactly what the blue combo intends to do. The Pyro trying to sort out where the Spy might be, but a good opening here for the blue team so far.
Yeah, so much space. They're just stacking everyone on cart because they know they don't have to worry about that sniper for quite a while. Nobody's going to contest them by just throwing a few pipes out, putting a bit of spam down. But Yahoo's doing a great job of reflecting. Actually gets a lot of damage down in towards May, and he picks him up with the detonator eventually as well.
I just saw Sneaky crater onto cart. I hope that got picked up on the stream. But down goes the Spy. May is dead as well on the other side. Jackie Legs will get gunned down by Dixos. Taking a lot of space here. Through the tunnel is the Heavy, trying to get damage in onto the combo. But Dixos and Varnu both going to get taken down. Gedu, though! That is a drop, I believe. Big play by the Soldier. And now all the momentum going to be in the hands of Otto with his full Uber, working his way through the tunnel here in a moment.
Yeah, big from Tiram there. We could saw a lot of the pressure was coming from Trax, but when you have pressure from 2 angles that is big, and Tiram came over the top, no one was really ready for that. Everyone had been pulled back to car and finds the drop.
Uber coming in onto the Pyro on the demo, not finding too much. They'll get the gun down. Broken did die on the other side of things. No snipers for either side. Down goes the red NG. Oh, but in the backline, it's a medic versus a very weak Soldier, but the Pyro will come in, pick that up. Otto is dead as well as Daddy. It's very few people alive, just 2 for the red team. Nubby trying to get out with his medic and will be successful, but down goes the point. 147 through 2 points. That's a pretty darn fast play there, and all thanks to that Soldier finding the med earlier on.
Yeah, Tyram once again being the talisman for his team, finding a bomb onto Clark it was this time. Now Dixon's getting really, really aggressive. He sees Clark in front of him but doesn't go for the frag there. He's going to have a pyro to deny him a little bit, but a lot of damage does come down onto T-Board. He's going to have to get arrowed, and Aleski's going to have to take heals as well. A lot of very weak players here for SDCK, but they know a lot of the gamers are out of the action. They're in the respawn queue for BUSTANUT, so they're going to be able to reset, stabilize, get a little bit of pressure down back towards the cart. And Nubby's going to once again set up this annoying little sticky trap.
The spies bumping into each other there, but nothing's going to come of it quite yet as, what's this called? Hot dog? No, burger is the call out, I believe. Working their way here is the blue team. Careful not to peek too wildly. The soldier jumping over will go down. Mezzo also dead, as well as Sneaky. I've been seeing these pick classes get caught out a lot, but no one touching the cart. The Uber's out here early from the blue team. Don't know if they needed that or the medic took damage. Hard to say. But Red going it back in with theirs. Not going to find too much, but now it's the medic and Heavy over on the right corner. Oh. Kind of exposed. What'd you see?
Broken was getting super aggressive in main as the demo man Nubby was trying to pressure him, but he finds that crucial headshot. Trading that pick onto the demo man was absolutely huge. If he'd gone down, it would have been probably no opportunity to push, but with Nubby out of the action, very, very easy. Now we can see BUSTANUT continuing to put loads of pressure down through the main area. Nubby wanted to get aggressive pressure broken out once more.
Here comes Banner, though. I think this is going to be a con from the red team. They're trying to take this aggressively, going forward and behind, flanking the blue cart, but not finding too much. Just Broken and Hanjo. Mario also on the respawn queue. Down goes the Pyro for the blue team as well. No one down for SDCK, winning a convincing fight, but expending an Uber charge there. Now it's 90% for BUSTANUT, ready to come. 90% for SDCK.
Yeah, they didn't even have to use the Uber because they had the banner. They just took it dry, took the banner in, cleaned up the cart, delayed for a little bit. The moment the Uber has come out from both teams, T-Board are really not getting too much value out of it, but does at least get himself out of the action. And now continued pressure from BUSTANUT, mostly through main, although suddenly Honjo, Tyram, Vanu have found themselves a little bit of space on the flank in this outside area. There is a wrangled gun that they have to deal with. That is always a pesky option, and the sniper a threat as well.
I'm seeing these reflex and I'm seeing reflex in chat. What's up, bud? But yeah, that was a nasty little pyro reflect there, taken down. I believe the spy soldier on the other team helping them find that kill. It's 83% for auto here. Working forward will be BUSTANUT, trying to keep this cart moving forward. They were 309 through 3 points, and now having a little bit of trouble on this last point, but Redlix is down. Mezzo can't really do anything. Here's the Uber coming in onto the demo. The Pyro getting a flash, but the Pyro can't close the distance quite yet. The gun finally going down, as did a couple in the combo. Nubby and Gedu, still alive. The Uber is out for the red team, coming right back in, trying to flood forward. Can they find that NG? He will die. Hanjo cratering. Auto living, though, finding a pack there, able to stay in the game a little while longer. The spy, though, is just that cart moving.
Sneaky's disguise on the cart fooled May for an absolute age. May was right in front of him, but he believed the disguise. He gets a little bit more time. Nice, yeah, as you say, nice little surf from Gedu, survives. There is Sneaky still lurking, wanting to touch the cart. It's absolutely on the precipice right now. One little push, even if it doesn't work.
That's a good play, picking up the Heavy. I've been seeing these Heavies staying alive far too long in the fights. The Pyro now onto the cart, keeping it very close. ×1, it's the spy, gets crit in the face from Clark. A couple of weak players on the left flank here for the blue team, but they're going to find a pack, do their best to regroup, get back in here. 2 down still for the red team, including the demo. But the Uber's already out. They're going to come in onto the scout Pyro. No Yak in on the fight, but it looks like they might be able to cap this. They just need to drop the Uber, and they will find it. That's 609 for 4 points. Not a bad time.
Yeah, pretty similar time to what we saw in the previous round, and I really have to shout out Sneaky. He did so much work. You know, after that kind of what would have been a failed push, after they got the Uber, they got the car so close. Sneaky just kept himself alive, fooled May with his disguise for an absolute age, recycled, walked back in, got a pick onto the Heavy, got a little bit more cart time, still survived, and went for a third attempt on the cart, got a little bit more cart time again, and that allowed them to, once they got the Uber back in action, just to stack on the cart and get the cart. But it all came down from huge value plays from Sneaky.
Absolutely sneaky. The pick classes in general doing a fair bit of work. We saw Mezzo going huge earlier on the cart, but now we are in the next round. BUSTANUT's going to be on defense with 609 to push. SDCK is going to have to work pretty hard here.
Yeah, it's obviously doable based on what we saw in the last round, but, you know, as we say, similar kind of thing where all these Prem teams are going pretty fast through the first 3 points, and then it's a case of whether you can crack that kind of last push in 1, 2, 3 or more attempts. And if you do it in a couple of attempts, you get a fast time, otherwise it looks really rough for you.
Absolutely, and here we go into the next round. Got the spy looking to loop around, calling out some locations here. Just had my mouse fall off my desk. There's 2 nice shots from Broken, though. Nubby and Mezzo both down. A reflect from Daddy onto Jackie Legs. Cannot contest him when he's ready for you. Another shot from Redlex on the other side, but Broken will pick him up on a 3K. He's the defending sniper, and this is a sort of, you know, stalling a bit. If you can get your sniper on the first point, just picking off heads left and right, there he goes again, picking up May, meaning no cart pushing, and Sneaky's stopping this cart himself, just standing there. Broken picks up his 5th. Now a flank coming in from the soldier, but he's going to run into Dick Sauce, the demo. Nubby taking some aggressive positioning. Looks like the red combo is happy to give him a little bit of space after just wasting a lot of time here at first point. The cart's not even close to getting the first cap through, but they are going to lose 2, including Yak. Redlex picking up a nice kill. Mezzo gunning down Varnu as well. This is an opportunity for the blue team to make up a little bit of time.
And the big thing here is, will they cap before the Yak spawn comes in? They do, so that delays Yak another 10 seconds. Good cart capping from them. No demo man for the defensive here. Uber comes in through the little side tunnel area. Counter Uber coming in mostly onto Yahoo, blasting everyone back. Cart is moving while this is happening, but they haven't really been able to capitalize. And Yak is back in the action here.
BUSTANUT picked up like 4 there, 4 no kills on the other side, so a great exchange. Got no ground lost, really. The cart basically in the same spot as it was. It's the scout in the tunnel doing his best to keep it moving forward. Now the combo coming in to help him out as 2 go down, the soldier and the spy for the defending team here. The gun wrangled, got sapped, the Pybro coming in, but here's the bomb. Double bomb, the demo and the soldier doing their best to find something. They'll find a little bit. Now Otto is in trouble. He's down to just 17 health. Will get gunned down in the end. Redlex picking up the body shot. Broken is on a 6K. On the other side of things, he's needing to find some more kills. The soldier jumping in onto cart. He's going to clean things up with the help of Yak. Jesus, I did not expect that to hold. But BUSTANUT comes through with the explosive classes.
Yeah, good defense there, but Gedu has managed to sneak himself out, so he does have 100%. They are going to try and take this Uber. It looks like once more they go through the side tunnel area. Nubby and May taking the chunk of this Uber. Nubby going really, really deep into spawn, picks up Broken. Varnu going down as well. And they have enough position here, SDCK. They have everyone locked out of this second point, and they're going to cap the cart as well. Going to want to move in towards the 3rd point, and they don't even have a disadvantage here.
Alright, some Godfather analysis time here. I'm seeing that soldier on the blue team, who is going to be Jackie Legs. He jumps up every time, tries to get some pressure onto the gun, but that pyro able to deny him, and the combo of the blue team wasn't even looking at that pyro, so it was just stalling out, the gun going down. Wasted a little bit of time not picking up the pyro when you could have, as this cart's still moving forward slowly. The demo's going to jump in all the way up in the skybox, looking for the medic. He's getting him in the corner, misses the pipe. Oh, but he finds the second one. Nubby on a 2K before going down, but he picks up the crucial medic kill. 83% for Gedu on the blue team. They're playing this very safe, or just linked up with Jackie Legs, hard to say. But there we go. The medic down for the red team. 230 for SDCK to make something happen here. And we'll see if they're able to.
Yeah, you can see very much the playstyle of SDCK wanting to use his Uber advantage. Again, they're taking it in. Aggressive Jackie Legs, Nubby. Aleski now has all the space. They've caught the Pyro in the corner as well. He might actually escape. No, not quite. Broken. Does find a nice pick, but he isn't going to be able to deny the cart. But Varnu's going to run in, pick up Gedu. It's a bit chaos all across the point. All we need to say really is that Gedu goes down and auto survives. The 3rd cap does come in, but it's going to be a slight advantage here. Actually quite chunky advantage.
Jackie Legs has been on all of the jump maps recently. He's high bombing, he's fast bombing, he's doing everything he can to make an absolute nuisance in the combo and the backline. of the defending BUSTANUT team here. They don't have their gun more than level 1. It's going to be ran with the spy going forward, looking for a play. Can he stab anyone? No, he can't. Nubby and Mezzo both down. Oh, Jackie Legs gets deleted as well. There is a sack failed by the blue team. 99, now 100 for Otto. And there's a reflect kill again. Tyram is taken out by the Pyro. Nice little play there. Aggressive positioning from the red team here. BUSTANUT trying to slow down the blue repositioning, recontest. And here we go into the next fight, Dave.
Yeah, I can see BUSTANUT were definitely ready for that sack. SDCK pretty much have just done those really aggressive sack plays on every point, so this time is a little bit expected, a little bit telegraphed. Auto just doing a good job putting himself in a safe position where he can't die to the sack, and really rebuff from the rest of the BUSTANUT team as well. Car is being moved just a little bit sneakily. There is pressure down from both the demo, but actually the Uber's coming in, Godfather.
Demo, Pyro's immediately getting flashed back in. I don't know if they had to use that early, but better safe than sorry as the blue team just running away, hightailing it out of there. Otto is gunned down though by a huge pick from Redlicks. You gotta look for Gedu if you can here on the red team. There's all grouped up. Do they have the soldier alive? Not in position, it seems. No, he was dead. Tyram, an unfortunate loss there. He had so many opportunities if he had been alive. Here's the bomb from the demo. Dixos is dead for the defense. Oh, that's a bigger bomb than we've seen before. Nubby will find a couple here, making so much room. Varney's got to do something to try to stop this cart. Feeding in will be BUSTANUT, but they can't pick it up. SDCK finds it with 16 seconds remaining.
There we go. SDCK do take that second round and do take the map overall with a clean 6-0. You know, BUSTANUT really did put the pressure on. There's a lot of great aggressive plays. But as we say, SDCK just been a little bit more wily, a little bit more canny. They found the picks they needed. That crucial pick that Redlicks found onto Auto there at the end made the difference. And, you know, lesser teams, they maybe would have waited for the Uber. They maybe would have, you know, beefed a push trying to use the heals. But SDCK are too good. They used the heals to, you know, absolute advantage. They waited for the buffs to run out for the BUSTANUT side. They just pushed everyone, committed all 9 gamers in with that heal advantage that they have, and they nailed it, and they ended up winning the game. But, you know, this sets us pretty well for, you know, the rest of the season and, you know, potentially playoffs, as we expect probably both these teams to get there.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we will see a rematch of these two teams. BUSTANUT definitely gave SDCK a run for the money. 16 seconds isn't too long of a gap there. Taking a look at logs, got combined logs thanks to Core. Nubby and Jackie Legs are 1-2 in damage, both with 24 kills. The explosive classes, those sack waves from that team were very effective. Yak did his best, 25 kills, 361, and but yeah, those sack waves were just dominating the match there.
Yeah, they got a lot of value on pretty much all the sack waves, and I think what's perhaps even more impressive is the fact that Nubby was able to go positive, go 24 kills to 22 death, despite the fact he was sacking on pretty much every single point on offense. You know, that, you know, 4, 5, 6 sack attempts on every time he was on blue, and yet, because he was always finding that value in the sack waves, he's able to go positive despite that.
I'll let you do the plugs because I'm not sure I know them all.
Okay, no worries. So, if you want to support us here on Critscast, first thing you can do is obviously follow here the channel on Twitch to get all the information. So yeah, follow us the channel here on Twitch. Join the Discord for information. We've got obviously the VODs of these games go up on YouTube. We've also got Twitter, where you can find some more information about when the games are coming up. If you want to support the casters and the production behind the scenes, we've got a few options. You can either sub here on Twitch, use your Prime, or partake in either the Patreon or some merch as well.
Brilliant. Well, with that, my name's Godfather. Oh, wait. Core's telling me the Discord as well. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys soon. That's all from me. Dave, any last words?
Shatter sensation.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Hi, old beaver! Away!